What's going on, babe?
Hey, babe, how was your day?
It was actually pretty productive. Happy to be home.
Good. You know, we got a game today. Honey, you're a little rough around the edges.
I'm saying, I've been working all night, taking care of business, getting to the... You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I got you. I'm not trying to be out here looking like a dusty, and that's why I'm excited to have T. Chanley as a sponsor of today's video. They help me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which come with all of the basics: a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. My favorite part about T. Chanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. In addition to amazing skin, members of T. Chanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price and the ability to customize your box. And because T. Chanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description. You'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. Click the link and get started today. We're taking care of ourselves. Self-care, fellas, is the first step to be able to get to that bag, to take care of business, and be on top of things and level up in every aspect of your life. Feel the Teej, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. I think I need to rest my voice for a little bit. Maybe I talk too much. Y'all think I talk too much? What up, DDS? What up, my dog? Nicholas Virgil is in the building. What's happening, family? It's no fumble on the Friday. We're going to get it in. We're going to have some good conversations. I'm going to drop the link in the description for y'all to be able to jump on the panel and kick it with your boy. I want to answer all of y'all questions. I'm feeling a little spicy today. Don't me. See, you just now seeing me. I decided at the last minute I'm going to pivot from the black. I almost went with the white. I said I'm not in my feminine energy today, so I didn't go with the pink. And so I decided to go with the red. What's going on, family? Yeah, we in the building. There's no fumbling on the Friday. I had some deals that went through that was absolutely phenomenal today. Life is good, man. I can't complain. So we working on some things. I'm making some adjustments to the audio, content creation space. That's all going up and popping. You know the most difficult thing about being an entrepreneur and a serial businessman? You know the most difficult part about it is patience. It's patience. And a lot of people think that it's all about moving and shaking and doing stuff on a regular basis. No, it's a patience game. It's a patience game. And so, like, for example, building out the content creation space, you have a level of excitement because you see what the possibilities are, right? And then you limit it to an extent because you know what you want to create, but you know it's not there yet. And then you have to be patient over the next month and a half in order to build the space out fully. And then you're negotiating with the person that you're going to get the property from. And he's saying, no, I want to do this. And I'm saying, no, I want to negotiate it based off of the renewal this time, and this time. And this is what I want y'all to do. And I want y'all to fix this, and that. And so it's a patience game. It's a waiting game. And I think that what people don't realize a lot of times is that when it comes to business, most times people shoot themselves in the foot because you're the person that blinks first. Yep. You're the person that blinked first. You blink first when it comes to your personal life. You could blink first when it comes to your relationships. You blink first when it comes to your business. I don't know what I'm going to say when I'm going to get on here. I just start talking about what's going on in my real life. And then the gems and the jewels come out as a result of it. But hear me out before we get into the Kanye West conversation, before we get into the show. Take the jewels. Take the jewels. Okay. A lot of times you lose because you blink first. So, for example, with the content creation space, right? And the woman just got back to me on behalf of the guy that I'm getting the space from. And initially, like I showed it to somebody that I was mentoring, the initial contract that I had. And he's like, oh, that sounds like a great deal. Yeah, we need to get in there. We need to do it ASAP. And I was like, nah, we going to put a whole list of demands that we want from here. And we going to get every last one of them. And I listed them all out. And it was about 10 line items for me to list out. And then she didn't get back to me right away. And then the guy that I was mentoring said, Anton, what's going on with the space? You're not going to get it or whatever? And I'm like, fam, patience. Good things come to those that have patience. It's a process. And then eventually she got back to me and he said, well, he want to do it this way. And I said, nope. As a matter of fact, I put the pressure on again. And I said, you know what? I'm looking at another space and I'm thinking about moving it over to this place or whatever, so on and so forth, because now they blinked. He told me exactly what the circumstances was. And then obviously I got an agent on the inside doing a little bit of reconnaissance. So I know what the situation is. And so now I put the pressure on even more. And I said, listen, do it by this, and this is what I want. And I want an additional A, B, and C, D. I don't want to give y'all the game because that's Patreon exclusive content. And then she got back to me today and she said, yes, please, and thank you. It's a patience game. Everything is being prepared and in patience. It happened with the portfolio when it came to the pandemic. Everybody was right until the pandemic hit. Had 1,000 different gurus rocking out until the pandemic hit. And then what happened? The bottom fell out of that mug. Everybody took all of their money out of the market and they put it in their savings account. The banks benefited as a result of it. We leveraged even more, had the patience to wait, did a 78% return in 2020. Insane. Same thing happening now with the recession. Getting antsy. You see some of your favorite gurus saying, oh man, I'm going to pull out everything and all of this other type of stuff. It's just a patience game. It's just chilling. It's relaxing. Set it, forget it, leverage it even more. We did the same thing when it came to real estate. When everything started going up, I said, I'm going to just chill. Too many people is trying to compete for the market. Everybody trying to become a landowner all at the same time. Y'all ready to run into this Bank of America thing? I seen y'all comments yesterday after the show. Anton, this is a good deal. Black community, blah, 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 blah. I said, listen, fam, if it's for you, then it's going to be for you a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now. Let the details come out. Right now, I'm looking at it with a skeptical eye because it does not make sense. I'm going to do some more research. When I decide to invest in a business, I'm not just jumping into it right away. I'm going to do my reconnaissance. I'm going to do my research. When I buy into a stock, I'm a patient man. And so the timing is right. No, I'm not a day trader. I'm not an options trader. I don't move based off of timing. I move based off of what makes the most sense from a business perspective at that time. A lot of y'all trying to rush into relationships. Ooh. Well, Anton, how is relationships tied to money? Well, let me explain it to you. The person that you lay with for the rest of your life or you laying with temporarily that night is the biggest financial decision that you're making in your life. Let me reemphasize it to you, but let me paint it a different way. The person that you sleep with, the humans that you surround yourself with, which is largely a part of your network, is the single biggest financial decision that you will ever make in your entire life. It's not the home that you buy. It's not the career that you go into. It's not your car. It's not your jewelry. It's not your real estate. The person, the people, the network that you surround yourself with is the single biggest financial decision that you ever make in your life. And you know, the problem with most people is that they don't know what they don't know. And so because they've went down this singular path and they've never had any alternative option in which they can see the outcome, they think that it's not relevant and it's not true until whatever it is that they got going on in their life. Break it down for you. Listen, we're going to do the work on a Friday. No fumbling on a Friday. I'm going to break it down for you really quickly. Think about it like this. A person will say, yeah, I'm going to dig into you today. I'm not going to yell crazy because my voice seemed to be going out, but I'm going to dig into you today. A person will say, I hate that hoe. I hate my baby mama. Get on my nerves, sent me through court. But my kids is the best thing to ever happen to me. No, they're not. Oh, Anton is digging into the kids now. No, they're not. No, they're not. Your life would have been better off not having the kids that you have with the woman that you saying that you hate so much. They here now. You've already loved on them. You've bonded with them like Jacob and what was the wolf? Jacob versus something in the Twilight series. You've Jacob versus Joseph. Whatever they were selling them Twilight shirts. You've trauma bonded with these children. Y'all poor, broke, busted, dusted, and disgusted. But because you fed them a little bit of Similac when they was younger, now you saying, but I would never change anything if I had to do it all over again, because you don't know what you don't know. All you know is this path. That's all you know. You've trauma bonded with your situation, and because you've attached yourself, you've imprinted on it like the wolf in the Jacob versus whatever the series in Twilight. That's all you know. You know one path, so you don't know any other alternative. But deep down inside of your soul, inside of your heart, patience was the thing that undid you. And so you say, well, I would never change anything, so on and so forth. Well, of course you would never give your kids back because you've bonded with them. You've raised them. You've had an intimate connection with them. But in reality, there's an alternate reality that would be much, 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 much greater than you. So the dilemma is this, okay? Roll with me here. This is the dilemma. You see how God be working? I don't even know what I'm going to talk about in the morning. The dilemma is this. The reason that the communities that you're a part of and the family that you're aligning with and the people that you call friends and family, the reason why you can't detach yourself from them in order to do the thing that's the best for you is because you continue to settle for your circumstances because it's all you know. You rock with your circumstances and we continue to pass that trauma and that same blueprint down from generation to generation to generation because we continue to emphasize how we wouldn't do it any differently despite how fucked up our situations are. But let me give you an alternative reality. That dick discipline that you didn't emphasize, that you needed to have, that focus, it would have got you a better career. Yep. You would have had a much different situation. You could have found a person that actually aligns with what it is that you do. And guess what? You would have never even knew that situation in the first place. And the only thing you would have known is greatness, growth, success, a great network, good jobs, phenomenal money, all the options in the world to do what you want to do. Sit there and tell me that them ugly motherfucking kids that don't even like you, wish they never had you, cussed you out because you cut their PlayStation off, is a better alternative than the picture I just painted for you. We're not meant to live in poverty. Some of you are. Us bag chasers aren't. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. The best day to get inside of the Patreon, or the second best day, is the second day of the month. Do you know that poverty is demonic? Poverty is demonic. Demons live in filth and poverty and poorness and crime, and because it begets negative activity. Think about it. Poverty breeds hate. It breeds jealousy. It breeds envy. It breeds robbery. It breeds gangs. It brings trauma bonding. It breeds all of the worst things about you. I didn't say suffering. Suffering means going through something to get to a different outcome. Poverty is demonic. It preaches about it all throughout the Bible. I'm trying to tell you. Think about it. When people are under duress, they make the worst decision for themselves. When people have options, but then they combine the character to go along with it, because money doesn't necessarily make you a better person. It doesn't make your situation great. It makes you more of what you already are. But think about it. If you come from poverty, if you come from a bad background, they give all of these rappers all of this money. And you know what they do? They get indicted on RICO charges because they never had to. They were born into a situation in which that demon was never released off of their back. And so as a result, even when they get resources, they don't know what to do with it except for get more demons. They get more demons. When you're born into a negative situation, give a person that's used to nothing a bunch of money and watch him kill himself faster than he would have had he not had nothing. Poverty brings demonic spirits and negativity and robbery and jealousy and guns and drugs. And think about it. They don't open payday loan places, which is the most predatory type of lending, in places that's not poverty stricken. They put it right in the middle of the hood. You know what's in the middle of the hood? Payday loans, the projects, liquor stores. Now, why would they put the worst thing for you that's going to make the most money in the environments that are the worst? Because demonic spirits bring demons. It's attractive. It's attractive to them. So when you see people say, yo, I want to bring this thing into your city, and you say, okay, cool. We want marijuana in our city. Let's pass an ordinance. And we want the Victim Olympics in our city. Let's give socialism and give everybody a check. Now think about it. They've doled out more money in the last 5 years than we ever have in the United States of America. We have a bigger national debt than we ever have in the United States of America. But guess what comes along with that? We have more homelessness than we've ever had in the United States of America. In any time in history, there has never been more homelessness. Look at the correlation, because you're so focused on your personal situation right now and how you feel instead of making decisions based off of the long-term impact, which, as bad as things are now, your kids and your kids' kids are going to be the ones that suffer based off of the transgressions that we're making today, which is why I'm so passionate and adamant about doing the right thing and pouring into people. And then I hold the OGs accountable, not just because it's fun to use them as a punching bag, but because I'm trying to illustrate to you or show you a picture of what you don't want to do, because all it does is create more trauma and more problems and more demons and more issues and more financial bailouts and then more inflation, which then undoes everything that our ancestors actually fought for, which was the freedom and the options to be able to do the things that's best for you. Poverty breeds, being impatient breeds, a lack of discipline breeds. All of these things breed an environment in which your people, the people that you surround yourself with the most, then reprogram you into thinking that the Victim Olympics is a real thing, when in reality, there have never been more black millionaires anywhere on any part of the country. I had 3 brothers, 3 guys that got the same pigmentation as me, came up on the panel yesterday. I'm going to clip that shit up because it was so epic. All of them make well over $200,000 a year. Every last one of them. And you know what they were trying to do? They said, Anton, this is the place where I can come, where I can pitch to people and say, hey, let me help you. It's the people that have, which is one of the reasons why I say be selfish before you're selfless. It's the people that have that's the most giving. They said, Anton, I want to offer my services. Hey, tell them to go to this site. And I said, hey, tell them to go to your site. They said, I can't find enough people to help, Anton. I'm doing so well and I love to pour into people. You know why they can do that? Because they were selfish before they were selfless, which means that they got themselves together before they can start pouring into other people. Because 2 people that ain't got nothing can't do nothing from nobody. Thank you. 3 brothers. Even the one that y'all thought that I had beef with because he got 2 rollies. You know what I said afterwards? I said, that is so dope. I love the fact that he winning. And then you know what he came up and did? He came up and because people that get money, we don't beef with each other. We might have a competition. We may have some egos going back and forth. You know I'm the top dog. And he said, you know I'm the top dog. That's healthy competition because you know what it does? It motivates each other to continue to push each other because you know what he did? You know what he did? He hit the link and he said, listen, let me tell y'all how I did it. I'm going to help you get the blueprint. But instead of people getting mad at the presentation, right? Y'all so busy focused on the thing that don't matter. What y'all don't even understand is that he giving y'all game. He came up here to help you. You think that I wasn't going to bring him up here just because he was stunting? I think that that's dope. I want him to tell you how he got to the stunt mode. Because his path may be different from my path, which gives you multiple different paths to go down in order to be successful. That's what we do. But it's because it's because we're thriving. It's because we have growth that we're able and we're in a good space mentally and we healthy in our thoughts and how it is that we go about interacting with people and we know how to network and we're focused. And it's the fact that you have that begets more. More gets more. You ever heard somebody say the first million was the hardest? It's because once you figure it out, it just breeds more money. It breeds more success. It breeds greatness. Don't let nobody sit there and tell you that you got to be in cotton stockings in church praying to the Lord. Lord, please send the millions. That ain't the move, homeboy. It ain't. It ain't. That's not it. That's not it. Patience. Patience. Wait on it. Don't go chasing a wife. It say that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Meaning, I wasn't necessarily looking for it, but it appeared before me, and I'm already in a great space and prepared for her. So that means I'm gonna go ahead and bring her into a good situation. I ain't gotta chase no pussy. The pussy it's pussy everywhere. Bro, go to the corner store. Pussy. They all want you. They don't even want you based off of nothing that you said. They want you just based off of the fact that you just showed up and you got that long money. You pulled up in the car and she was ready to give you that Gawk 3000. That ain't nothing that I want. If she was willing to give me Gawk 3000, that means that the guy that pulled up in a better version of what I got is going to get it too. He might get the whole load taken. Y'all don't want to talk to me. Y'all don't want to talk this morning. Y'all don't want to talk. Thank you for the tea. Y'all don't want to talk this morning. You don't want to get real. We're going to get into Kanye because I know y'all would prefer to talk about that than talk about this real shit. Because this is real life. I'm trying to tell you, anything that you surround yourself by or who you surround yourself with, if you surrounding yourself with somebody with a duress mindset and all they know is negative Nancy and the man is against me and I don't know what I'm going to do, and they healthy and they able-bodied and they got 2 hands and they in their right mind and they out here running in the Victim Olympics, run the fuck away. That is not the person that you. That person cannot do anything. They can't even give you a good motivational speech to help you get on your day. Get the fuck out of their presence. Get out of there. Don't hang around that. They can't help you. What they gonna do for you? You know what they gonna do? They gonna rejoice because you in the same situation as them. At least we together. I wouldn't change nothing because I'd have known you my entire life. And y'all both broke. Trying to figure out how you can get a new stimmy so you can go hang out in Tulum. And then I'm gonna see you and I'm gonna be like, oh, we don't need to be in Tulum. This is where the poor people at. Somebody clutch my pearls, get my watches, get them up out of here. I don't want to be hanging out with these. Hoppo, who let them in? They got passports too now? Shh. Don't let me get started. Don't let me get started. As I will disassociate myself with the negatives. Let me get some of these super chats. Shout out to Patrick Hill says, and the Korean chicken joints. I appreciate you, family. Thank you to everybody that contributed to the platform. My dog Patrick Hill says, preach. You ever heard that Young Dolph song? Preach. Shout out to Janesta Coleman says, hands doing a half. Preach. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Got to return a phone call.
Good morning, Anton. This is Prince.
What's going on, Prince? What's the word?
Nothing much. I'm sorry. I was just eating. In Charlotte. I'm sorry. She's in Charlotte.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have my assistant set it up. So my assistant is gonna call you right now, and then they're gonna set it up, and then we gonna align calendars and things like that.
Okay, sounds good. And also, just so you kind of know, Brittany's definitely familiar with your platform. I actually was just talking to her about it. Because when I sent it to her, I said, "Hey, this reminds me somewhat of Kevin Samuels," and she said she actually saw your Kevin Samuels um, content, so she's
Okay,
definitely
bet.
familiar with this. So that wouldn't. I mean, I think she knows what she's up against right now.
I hope she know what she up against because I'm different. I'm sure she a big girl. Tell Brittany I
Yeah,
said
no.
hello, and then I'm gonna have my assistant call you right now.
Sounds good, Anton. I appreciate you.
Okay, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Here, take this number. The top one.
Okay, can I just hold it 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me get to some of y'all super chats. Give me a second, y'all. Just working on some stuff here.
Are you trying to do that like this month or next month?
Let's do it this month.
I'm not sure that you have. Oh, you trying to do it on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday is best. All right, so just working on some things. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. All right, so let me read some of y'all super chats. Let's go. B. Shout out to B. B says, let's talk about that real shit. B, you know they don't want to talk about the real. Ray Lewis says you don't have to go to heaven to find a woman. uh, Niner Blue says, hey, brother, question. Ever considered owning the Lions over the Pistons? Man, you know the Ford family ain't never selling the Lions. That's some cash cow. New Era Man says, the Warrens are here for the game. Bag chasers. Shout out to my people, the Warrens. Takashi Mandela says, peace and power, my brother. Salute to the chat. Salute to you, my friend. Don't worry about it. You go. The bag chasers is get it. The bag chasers is gonna get it. The men is holding me back. Get the F out of my face. Listen, this is what I'll say. We're gonna go ahead and get into the show now. This is what we're gonna get into the show. So when I tell y'all that I got some great things happening for the bag chasers, I'm telling you that all of y'all, the bag chasers, are gonna get everything first. Y'all gonna get everything first. All right. So you'll get some interesting content week after week after week after week from here on out. Shout out to the bag chasers. Y'all better subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Y'all better subscribe to the Patreon. Shout out to Tap. Ever since I started watching, you have never taken a day off. Hardest working man on YouTube. Join the Patreon. The game is real. The game is real. Shout out to the accountability partner. The Lions are trash. I agree. You ain't never going to see me at a Lions game either. So let's get into the show. Rita, keep me updated on what's going on. All right. Let's get into the show. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for y'all to call in within the next 10 minutes. All right. I want to get into this whole Kanye situation. So, somebody sent me some posts earlier today. And shout out to the people that hold me down on the Cash Apps. Corey. Shout out to Corey. Corey says, for back in the bag chasers today. Shout out to Corey. Also, First Designer says, I'm going to buy you a drink. I got to get my voice back together so I can hit them notes for y'all. Shout out to First Designer. I appreciate you. Also for Celeste my girl Celeste says, stop yelling. The important people are listening. I'm sorry, Celeste. You know I'm a little uncouth sometimes. Shout out to all of my people on the super chats, the Cash Apps, and everything. Kelvin says, the benevolent king. I love my people. All right. Listen, I got a much, much bigger interview. I got a few different people that I'm putting together this stuff for. Much, much bigger people. That's going to be released and the Patreon very, very soon. So make sure y'all tapped into the bag chasers. All right. Let me get my voice together. So Kanye Wiggity West is in the building. You know, I think most people have a love-hate relationship with Kanye. Because he's recently gone on a Twitter rant. And I'm going to drop the link in the description for y'all to come up very, very shortly. And so basically, he highlights how he's battling porn addiction. He's battling the Kardashians and Kris Jenner, who he feels is the head boss. And he's battling for his children to be able to do what he want to do. Now, one of the things that I want to ask you guys when you come up, you can ask me anything. We can have the conversation about whatever you want to come up. One of the things that I want to ask you guys when you come up is, what are your thoughts about this whole thing? Because I'm conflicted. And this is one of the reasons why I want to have this conversation, is because this is an example of how money doesn't necessarily fix your problems. Sometimes it exaggerates the problems depending on what it is. Money does not fix your problems. It exaggerates your problems. Let me share this article with you guys, and then I want to get your thoughts, all right? So he goes on his Instagram rant in which he's battling porn addiction. He's fighting the Kardashian, and he's going back and forth about the kids. Shout out to Natasha, says, for you and Sharita backing the bag chasers every day is bigger than the Patreon. It's a movement. It's a mother movement. See, Natasha wouldn't say it's a mother effing movement. That's me. Natasha, listen, the views and the things that I say is not a reflection of Natasha and the bag chasers. It's a reflection of Anton Daniels. I'm a little uncouth. Oh, shoot, I almost dropped my tea. All right, so let's go into this, right? Let's blow this up. So Ye recently revealed he's dealing with addiction to pornography. So, and he claimed it destroyed his family in a series of bizarre, now deleted Instagram posts. Now, you know the people going to screenshot it, though. On Thursday night, yesterday, that somehow referred to his children's school. Somehow is also referring to his children's school. Check this out. Dealing with an addiction that destroyed his families in a series of bizarre, now deleted Instagram posts on Thursday. Money does not fix your problems. People think just because you're a billionaire that changes something. Just because you're a millionaire that changes something. Just because you're 100,000 that changes something. It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. He can get any pussy in the world that he wants and he's still dealing with porn addiction. Shout out to lifestyle enthusiasts. He can get any girl practically that he wants. All of the models, everything. Thank you for the super chats. But he's still dealing with porn addiction, which he already had admitted that he was dealing with a long time ago. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. He said it destroyed his family. He ain't say Pete did it. When you come to the realization of certain things that's going on in your life, he ain't say Pete. Hey, lame as F says you can't trust a nigga with a porn addiction. Facts. And I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure and two things for certain. You even got to be skeptical of shaking that type of nigga hand. You don't know if he just came out of the bathroom letting one loose, trying to make sure that he got one off. You can't trust a nigga with a porn addiction. You don't know where he getting off at. It's all pounds for me. If I ever meet Kanye, if you ever see me get an interview with Kanye, it's going to be one of these. It's going to be one of them. Ain't going to be no this. What up, though? What's happening, big dog? It's all pounds for me. Did you wash your hands today, sir? What you think? Kanye is above washing his hands? Tell that motherfucker to go wash his hands. West denied that his mental health was spiraling and said he was simply expressing undeniable truths as he slagged off former wife Kim Kardashian's family, warning critics to shut the fuck up and worry about your own kids. This man is destructive. He says, I was driven crazy before. I'm not going crazy no more. It's not up to Calabasas or Hulu where my kids go to school. I'm not the crazy one here. It's up. I won't stop until I have a say-so where my kids go. Now, here's the thing. How you going to tell people to shut the fuck up, but you the one that's putting in all of the, you putting all of the information out. You putting all of the information out. You the one that's airing out all of the family business. And then you're going to tell people to shut the fuck up as a result of it. You can't do that. Shout out to Corey. Corey Houston says, that's why I changed my circle, family included. Congratulations. Also, lifestyle enthusiasts. This isn't the same as the rules have changed. And I all of a sudden can't compete after slaughtering the competition for years. Shout out to Blackjack is in the building. Lifestyle enthusiast says, I just joined the Bag Chasers yesterday. Hola, my big unk Scrum Master is in the building, working my way to take over the entire cloud world. And I see that Corvette logo. See, you ain't noticed. You ain't know I knew that was a Corvette logo. Shout out to Lifestyle Enthusiasts in the building. I'm going to drop the link in the chat while we having this conversation. I'm curious as to what y'all thoughts are. We're going to have a casual Friday, kicking it, conversation. Let me do this. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for y'all. I'm curious as to what y'all think about Kanye. Because a lot of people is picking sides and they saying, he should be able to see his kids. He should be able to see his kids. He should have control. I think he's his own worst enemy. I'm gonna go through the texts. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Is that freshness? Give me a peace sign, freshness. Let me pull you up. What up, big dog?
What's happening, man? How's Michigan?
It's chilling. It's cool. It's chilling. How you feel?
Good, man. I've been watching you for about a month, and life is okay. Just feeling stuck a little bit. And
Why you say you feeling stuck? What you feeling stuck about?
man, there's certain things you do in life. You accomplish. You do a little traveling. I've tried the married life. I
You didn't
have
like it?
kids.
You didn't like it?
Um, I mean, that was an old chapter in my life, man, and I don't know if I can do that again. But
What happened? What happened with the married life?
man, I'm ex-military, man. So for those who are in the military, they know how long the hours are per day and the commitment you have to do. So as a guy who took care of his household, his woman, and I have 3 kids from that marriage.
Hmm.
And when you come home and you get neglected for so long and you feel like you're not being rewarded for all the hard work, you start to realize this is not worth it, man. You start to
Hmm.
lose yourself.
Gotcha.
Um, after some time, I just realized I had to cut the cord, man. So, but
So
here we are, man. Life is good. I live in Kansas City.
shout out to
Uh,
Kansas City. I know a couple people over there.
I've been doing some traveling, man. I'm a passport gang type of guy.
Hmm.
Uh, no student debt. Got a military pension. Like you see, I take care of myself to the best I can. Health.
Okay.
Um, I'm probably not where I want to be on my wealth side of life. I overspend, man. I think that's my issue. I
That's because you
overspend.
be in the passport game.
Hey, man, I gotta figure out how to bring in more revenue. And
Ah,
I've been
don't you
watching.
give it? Don't you
Listen,
give it to the women though?
I don't. I really don't invest much in women. If listen, man, if she's, I'm a cool, smooth guy. I'm not gonna be cocky here, but I'm an easygoing guy. And
No,
if
talk your
things get
stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with being cocky over here, bro. We like cockiness over here.
correct, you got to be cocky sometimes in life. But that's not how I carry my persona. You
Got
know.
you.
I've been watching you for a while. I said, man, I like this guy. I like the way you talk. I like your message. I like the way you carry yourself.
Thank
And
you. I appreciate
and
that.
you remind me of you can be the underdog and make it in life.
A hundred
And that's how
percent.
that's I grew up as an underdog, man. And I,
So
I think
let's
there's
put
yeah. Go ahead,
together
brother.
this. All right. So wait a minute. Before we even solve for the financial aspect of things, what do you spend your money on? What is your lifestyle like?
So I got my own place. I got my own car.
Huh?
Um, I got 3 kids. So let me just say my income is around 80,000 a year.
Okay. Do your kids live with
Okay.
you?
No, they live with their mom in Omaha.
Do
But
you have to pay child support and anything like that?
all right. So yes and no. And let me explain that. Because I'm medically retired from the military, I get a couple of pensions, and one of those pensions just goes straight to her that covers child support. So I'm really not paying it monthly out of my pocket.
She get
That
the
makes
whole
sense.
shebang. Does she? How old are your? What's your? How old are your kids?
No, I got a good deal, man. I fought tooth and nail in court. I got a good deal for 3 kids. Let me just say, I pay in $700 a month, which is
Okay.
good.
All right.
You know. So I'm I'm
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying
you got
I'm
a heck of
taking
a
home.
deal. You got a heck of a deal.
I'm taking I'm taking $80,000 after all that.
Okay.
Okay. So I got a nicely furnished apartment. I do travel often, man, and I enjoy it. And I want to be reserved from not traveling as much as often, but I'm having difficulties too because I get bored easy, and I just love getting on an airplane and going off somewhere.
Do you like do anything else in addition to receiving your pensions, or are you just chilling?
Yeah, I do, brother. I have an eBay store. I buy and sell
Mm,
collectibles like basketball and football cards. I'm a
okay.
'90s guy. You can see this is a John Stockton T-shirt.
I like that
Um,
T-shirt. I like that Utah Jazz. That T-shirt is
yeah,
dope.
I grew up in Salt Lake City, so I got to see Chicago Bulls at the Utah Jazz '97 finals, '98 finals at the Delta
Wow,
Dome.
that's
I got to
impressive.
see I got to see history, man.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And Sunday night next week, I'm going to Dallas to watch the Buccaneers play Dallas. I want to do that was on my bucket list. Watch Tom Brady play before he retires, and I've always wanted to go to Dallas. But anyhow, I don't want to make this too much about me, man. I've joined you just to feel unstuck, maybe find a different path that will bring in a little revenue more, and
What are you trying to do though? Because look, let me tell you why I say that. The biggest thing for people, a lot of times people chase money, right? And often at times when they chase money, they wind up finding themselves as just being hustlers. And hustling is a temporary thing that we make a long-term solution, but it's not the end all be all thing for what it is that you want to actually solve for, right? What you want to solve for is bringing in real revenue streams, right? And so the thing that before you can even get into that, you got to give me the vision for what it is that you're trying to do. What are you trying to solve for? What is your life like? Right? I can't give you a one size fits all solution to what it is that you're trying to solve for. Now, if you tell me, Anton, I'm trying to live overseas or whatever, it's going to change the dynamics of what you do from a business perspective, right? And that's why I asked you what you did for a living, because if you traveling a lot, it's going to hinder your ability to make money in certain professions or doing certain things or running certain businesses, whereas your lifestyle is largely going to dictate what you do from a financial perspective. Does that make sense?
it does absolutely, man, and I totally agree with you. Now, I'm not for marriage, but one thing I could attest that if you are to find the right um, partner and she's stable too, it brings two incomes in a household where two people get along and are attracted to each other. And I think I'm looking for a woman to complement me, man.
So
For
you
her
want
to have,
money or you want a woman? Which one you want?
I want, but man, you can have both, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't have to look for a woman. That just becomes a part of what it is that you're doing.
I'm not looking for a woman. I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying that sometimes I say I don't want to be married, but then when you do look at some marriages, it can work.
See, I see what your problem is. I
Go
see what
ahead.
your problem is, Fresh.
All
You
right.
scatterbrain. You don't know what you really want.
Yeah.
You living based off of emotion instead of living based off of a clear blue. All right, so I'll break it down to you like this. And I'm gonna get Vernon here too. I'm gonna break it down to you like this. When you in school, when you in high school, how did you know that you were actually going towards your diploma?
How did I know I was going to get a diploma?
How did you know you were progressing enough to actually get your diploma?
Doing the work.
But then what? But so what? I mean, you doing the work. How do you know you actually getting there?
I was achieving what was required bit by bit.
How do you know you was achieving what was required?
I was attending. I was doing the work. I was getting the grade. I was getting the results.
So you was a freshman, right? And then you graduated and you became a junior and a senior and you went through the sophomore years or whatever, so on and so forth, but you were progressing, right?
Correct. The process.
But you had a blueprint and you had milestones that you were hitting along the way. You were going to semesters. You did you was a freshman. You went into being a sophomore. That's the next milestone, the junior, the senior, and it kept you along the way to help you get to the point to where you finally graduated, right?
True.
But you had to have that actual vision for where it is that you was trying to go and what you was trying to achieve. You was trying to get that diploma. You was trying to graduate. You don't have a vision for your life. It's nowhere to push you because today you might feel like, I ain't chilling, forget these chicks, I ain't for marriage. And then the next day you like, but marriage look kind of cool. So you're not really working towards anything, right? You saying, hey, I want to jump on a passport, whatever, so on and so forth. But then on the flip side, you'll change it and you'll say, but I want to make more income and I want to chill. And then I want to have a woman and not, and so on and so forth. You got to create the vision for your life. What do you want your life to look like? Right? What kind of car you want to drive? Do you want to be married or don't you want to be married? Because that's going to be the biggest decision that you ever make in your life. Do you want to live here or do you want to live overseas or do you want to live in America? Right? Do you want to live in a specific city in America? Or do you want to have a vacation home? Are you trying to have something that's stable? Do you like living in a big city? Would you prefer to live in the suburbs? You have to sit down with yourself and understand yourself so that we can then break out the milestones and create the blue. We're going to reverse engineer your life and then create the milestones along the way to make sure that you actually get in there. But if you don't have no vision, I don't know where to push you. You
I think
said 4 different scenarios since you've came on a platform. You said, I don't want to be married. And then you said, well, marriage is cool for some people. And then you said, I didn't feel appreciated when I was married. And you said, but you know what? Marriage might be a thing. And I'm a passport bro.
Correct.
Which one is it, bro?
Man, I want it all, man.
So you don't want to be married and you want to be married.
Just messing.
You can't.
Listen,
You can want it all. You can't have it all. That's the problem, bro.
exactly.
Oh, you can have it
You know,
all. You can have it
Yeah,
all. But you just got to tell me what you want.
That's what I'm saying. If you can't tell me what you want, then saying I want it all ain't. You can't have it all if you can't tell me exactly what you want. Because what you want is going to be everything that you want. So at that point, like you said, if you don't reverse engineer from point Z back to point A, I can't give you no roadmap. Because you can say you want it all, and it's like, okay, so what's all? At that point, you don't know what all is. All can be, you just want a 2-bedroom apartment.
Hey, Anton, I
You
was
want
this
34.
close. Oh, go ahead, man. I was
No, go
this
ahead. Go
close
ahead.
to do. I was this. I'm on this side of, do I buy a home and reestablish a fresh settlement, or do I sell everything and I just clear up all the expenses and just go overseas for a little bit and see how life unfolds?
Well, it
And
depends.
I've been in that dialogue for a few months, but
It depends. What's the vision that you got for your life? What you want?
yeah,
I can't point you in a direction until I understand exactly what you're trying to get out of life. I'm not going to tell
sounds
you to
good.
buy a home and be stable when you don't want to be there.
Exactly.
You got to make a decision based off of what you want out of life first.
Hey, I agree with you, man. I just wanted to throw my face out here. I'm a Patreon. I'm a new guy,
Thank you,
and
my
I've been watching.
friend.
We'll stay in touch, man. Maybe the next phone call, I'll break it down and I'll have more solid points than just being all over.
Okay, sounds good, my friend. Thank you for tapping in, big dog.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Let me get what's going on, Vern?
Not much, man. Getting ready for the holiday weekend. I got my cousin driving in from Maryland. So,
Oh, shout
I
out
had
to
a little
you.
free time. I don't work Fridays no more. So
He said I don't even work Fridays no more.
no, I don't believe in Fridays like that. Up until my son get a certain age.
Yeah.
Because I'm dropping 10 hours a day, but it ain't that bad when you sitting at a desk and they got an arcade about 40 yards away from me.
That's what's up.
I ain't stressing. But I just wanted to slide through, show love. Same old thing. And on that Kanye thing, you said one important thing, and I really want to point it out to people. Hey, bro, money don't solve your issues.
At all.
Money is a tool that you got to manage, and the more you get, the more you got to manage. So
I
them
agree.
problems, them esoteric problems you got, don't magically disappear. And let me tell you from personal experience, when I started getting money and I thought some problems was going to magically just go away, they didn't. And guess what happened? I got more problems because I had more money.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it don't change. I promise you. My
I
father had
agree.
to tell me that stuff, and that's why I'm just up here co-signing you, bro.
That's what's
If
up. I
people don't
appreciate
believe
it,
it,
bro.
if people don't believe it, it's 2 men from Detroit that came from broken nothing that got
Yep.
something. You got Gucci, I got Cardi. You see how this go. And we telling you, just because that money show up, don't mean you balling. It means you got to pay attention more and manage more, because
Yep.
a fool and their money is soon apart, but they was lucky to get together in the first place, bro. So if you can't manage that shit, you're gonna be in a world of trouble, and more money gets you into deeper problems.
Yeah.
So what Kanye dealing with? That's the same shit he was dealing with when he was broke.
I'm gonna show
It don't
y'all some
change.
more of this. I gotta show you. Hey, Wiley, I see you trying to come on. What up, 85? How you feel, big dog?
I think he froze.
Yeah, I think he froze too.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'm a little nappy headed. I'm gonna go ahead and go get my haircut so I can look nice for the weekend.
All right, big
I might
dog.
catch you. You be out here in Great Lakes Crossing. I'm gonna catch you one day. Holla at me on some Top Golf, because I'm right across the street.
All right, that's a
Literally
bet.
right across the street.
That's a bit, big
So
dog. Okay.
you be easy. Have a great weekend. Tell Rita and the kids I said hi. Show love. Everything.
Okay, bet. All right, big dog.
Be easy.
Wiley, you got to get on camera if you want to come up. Anybody can join the panel. If you got a question, you got a comment, you are more than welcome to come up. Let me go ahead and get back to the rest of this Kanye stuff, right? So Ye said, this is what he posted up here, right? He had feuded once again with the Kardashians, notably Kim, over the choice of school for their children, North St. Chicago and Psalm. So again, let's go back. First of all, he dealing with addiction. Let me get my dog 85 up here. 85 said the connection was messing up. I'm going to get to the super chat shortly. What's up, big dog?
Yo, what up? What up, Anton?
Chilling, my friend. How you feel?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Just wanted to drop in another dude. I'm from Detroit, West Side as well.
Yeah. I love my Detroit
Yes,
brother and out
sir.
here in the building.
Yes, sir. I'm living out in Atlanta now. I'm in Buckhead,
Oh, man. You living in the hood.
Gotham City, my dude. On God,
You
yo,
living in the hood out here in these streets, bro.
yo. I never thought I would say. I got a 3-year-old son. I never thought I would say I can't raise my kid in Buckhead, yo.
That's crazy. What the heck is going on with Atlanta, bro?
Man, you know what I think it is? You know, Atlanta's a transplant city. You
Yeah,
know what I
everybody from
mean?
Atlanta ain't
So,
even from Atlanta.
and from Atlanta. So what happens is, especially in Buckhead, everybody come here to
What
spend
the
their
heck is going
money,
on with
you
Atlanta,
know.
bro? Hey Mel,
And
you
I,
gotta turn your stuff down, bro.
you
Yeah,
know what I
everybody
mean?
from Atlanta ain't
So,
even from Atlanta. I'm gonna mute you for a second.
so what happens is, especially in
Hey, you
Buckhead,
gotta turn your YouTube off, Mel. Hey
and
Mel, you
I,
gotta turn your YouTube off, Mel. Yeah, everybody from Atlanta ain't even from Atlanta. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for a second. All right,
off.
go ahead, 85. Mel, I can hear a lot of feedback. You got to turn your speakers down a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Go ahead,
Is
85.
Okay, yeah. So I live right across the street from Shops at Buckhead, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
got, Dior, all the stuff right there. So everybody come here to spend their money. So you got dudes from different sides of Atlanta, dudes from different cities. They all coming here. A lot of the crime happening here is not Buckhead residents. It's people coming to Buckhead and doing shit.
I don't
So
know,
it
man.
just
Y'all need Batman to come and clean up Atlanta right now, bro.
Yo, I swear to God, I was at a little kickback the other day and I was telling my homies, Buckhead need a Batman. We need a dude. Yo, we need a dude on the roof just like looking out. You know what I'm saying? Just for real, yo. I mean, somebody just got shot 2 days ago, literally at the stoplight at the top of the hill, right across the street.
See, y'all embrace rap culture, and now this is what y'all got, bro.
Man, that's what you get, man. I mean, everybody walking around with something on them. And none of them really trained to use the weapon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it ain't like dudes going to the range every week to get practice in. Like, these dudes don't know how to shoot these guns, bro. Like, so you got dudes doing drive-bys. Somebody was having brunch over by Lennox the other day. Drive-by, innocent person
They
like
did a
got
drive
hit
by over by Lennox.
over by Lennox. A little, it's this brunch spot on the side,
A
like you
drive by
go.
at the brunch spot.
Yeah, this was like a couple weeks ago. Yup. They not playing,
What?
man. They not playing out here. You know, Shaka,
Ludicrous manner.
Ludacris is. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
got shot at apartment 4B, this spot right across the street from me.
Time to move, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm about to get up out of here. I got a dope little condo, and it's hard to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Let it
I'm about to.
go. Let it go.
It's time to get up out, man. I finally got myself in a. Well, I thought I was balling. I moved to Buckhead. Now I gotta get the fuck up out of
What up, Mel?
here.
Not much, man. How y'all doing?
Doing well, my friend. How you feel on this Friday morning where we
Bruh,
getting
I'm
paid and
telling
getting
you,
to the bag?
hey, I'm trying, dog. Retired Air Force, uh, trying to do this thing, man. Work from the crib. I love it. However, absolutely right. The more money, more problems, man.
See,
Uh,
people think that money solve problems. Y'all telling them different.
you're
Nah.
absolutely right. It does not solve all problems. Some of those problems gonna still be there. You need to know how to manage. You need to know how to move in this world.
Mm-hmm.
I've been all over the world, man, and I'm telling you, United States is a small. We small, man,
Mm-hmm.
compared to some of the things that I've seen. We are great. We're a great nation, but us as black folks, we can do better.
Oh,
I'm
you can
joining that.
forget it. You
I'm
can
joining
forget
that
it.
Patreon, man.
Yeah, that's my guy. But you can forget it at see the thing, listen, Mel, this is what I believe. This is what I believe. And shout out to my dog, Nicholas Virgil. Let me get to some of these super chats. Patrick Hill, I appreciate you, big dog. Um, Also, Sir Shaz says Yeezy shoes are the 350 classics. Yeah, I got a whole plethora of Yeezys. Shout out to my dog Nick Virgil. Said good afternoon, Anton. Been laser focused lately, so I got to catch up on some of the streams. Just showing love and support. Hope you get the rest. Hope you and the rest of the bag chasers have a great day. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate you. Hey, y'all. Nick been rocking with me for a long time. Shout out to my dog Nick. I actually been coaching Nick for a little while, so shout out to Nick. I appreciate you, Nick. Thank you, my friend. Um, Mel. The thing about it is,
Yeah,
what's up, Rita? So we doing the next Saturday? So tell her we need. Is she got anybody coming with her?
Frank,
Okay. Send me the get the information so we.
he filled all that out.
Okay. Okay. Good. Shout out to Brock. Also says pass a love offering. We got that popping. Mel, the thing about it is, thank you, my friend. The thing about it is that for some reason, black people don't separate themselves from the worst versions of us. Every other culture that I've seen, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure you've traveled much more extensively across the country, or not just across the country, across the world than I have. White people don't mess with all white people. Like the ones that are actually doing well, they don't mess with all of them.
nope.
We the only ones, it seems like, that's having this argument in
You're
which
absolutely right.
everybody got to be a part of the conversation instead of separating ourselves and making other people earn their way into being a part of the network by showing that they have good character, that they're good stewards of their money. You know what I'm saying? That they're not out here causing grief and chaos. Everybody that think that they black, they think that they can just walk up to you and they can put black on what they got going on, and that's supposed to be the barrier to entry. I don't know why we don't have greater standards for requiring people to be able to rock with you.
Bruh, let me tell you, one thing that I have learned in this world, everybody black ain't your friend, everybody white is
Oh,
your enemy.
talk about it, bro. Hold on, you got to say that one more time, bro.
Everybody black is not your friend, and everybody white is not your enemy.
Mm. They gonna hate
I'm,
you for that one, Mel.
They're gonna
I
hate you,
totally
bro.
understand it. I get it,
You
but
better look out the
you
window.
got to separate yourself from being in a community that has not, or you have not done anything for. If that community is holding you back, there's nothing wrong with you leaving that community. If you need to do the things that's going to be positive for you and your family, do it. You got to break that cycle. You cannot continue to be in a position where you can't have for your offspring, your family. You can show people you got a blueprint, like you said earlier. It's a blueprint. It's there. The
Mm-hmm.
world is a big place. The United States is small. Might be a big country, but we small. We only been around 200 years.
Right. Only 300 and what, 50 million people here?
Yes.
It ain't that many.
Mhm.
No.
It's not that many.
4% of the population of the world in the United States.
Yep.
We had 22% of the people locked up in the world. We number one, Russia number two.
Shout out to Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I
Brittany
love,
Griner.
hey,
Listen,
Yo,
I
as soon
love
as
my
Brittany
people.
Griner get out of jail, I'm gonna try to have her on the Millionaire Morning
No doubt,
Show.
man. I love my people, but we got to do better, man. We just got to do
Oh, you
better,
can
bro.
forget it. See, listen, Mel, I figured out the blueprint. I figured it out, big dog. It's not that we have to do better. It's that we as individuals need to align ourselves with the other people that are doing better. And you know
that's
what
a fact.
happens? See, we had it all wrong. We thought that we had to have a conversation with everybody and we got nowhere. Actually, what happened was the people that were actually doing the work were dragged down and ostracized by the people that hated the people that was doing the work that felt like they deserved a voice in the black community. I figured it out though. You got to separate yourself and then align with the other cool kids, right? And what happens is they're gonna be like, I want to come in. Why y'all not letting me in the door? And we're gonna be like, okay, did you meet the criteria? Are you a good person? Do you align yourself just based off of race alone, or do you do things based off of being a good person? You got your money together? You out there causing chaos and havoc? Oh, you are? Okay, well, you still sit out on the other side of the door. We don't have to let everybody in.
You're right.
That's a fact.
We don't have to participate with them. We could just
That's a
let
fact.
them be whatever they want to be and tear themselves up. And then I just keep an eye out for the ones that's actually dope. And I try to pick and choose and I hand pick them. And they sometimes there's some they get caught up in the ruffle and the shuffle and they doing other things. And so I just hand pick them out. Oh no, get that little one out of there. That one is a part of my group. That's a part of my tribe. And then we gonna rock out like that. We gonna do it one person at a time, separate ourselves, and continue to remove ourselves from the worst versions. I'm not participating. I'm not going, bro.
Yeah, man. I went through that. I went through that exact struggle where 7 years ago I was making like $11 an hour, right?
Hmm.
I was working in the mailroom for a Turner broadcast. I was working in the mailroom. And I start teaching myself how to code. Like every day I would come home, turn my phone off 3 hours, study, learn how to code, and then I just start
Nice.
interviewing for jobs. I put a bunch of lies on my resume and I just start interviewing for jobs. And I
Yeah.
got, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And at first I was garbage. I was getting embarrassed and shit. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about, but I got better and better. Next thing you know, I got a job as a web developer with AT&T.
Hmm.
So then I start going up. Fast forward to now, I'm a web developer for two different companies, and I
You giving out
yeah,
all of the game now.
man. But I tried to. All my homies who was in the mailroom with me, dudes. I had six roommates.
You
We was over
can't
in the
bring them
house.
with you, big dog.
I
You can't do it.
I tried.
You
I
trying to
said,
get a
yo,
hater on your head. Shout out to Black Heights, my dog that also contributes. Make sure y'all subscribe to Black Heights Advancing Your Careers channel. Says listening from the boat. Enjoy your week, family.
nice.
Enjoy your weekend. This is a dude that get it too. He get it. Like he getting it. Let me bring up
Man,
Prince Amir. Shout out to the Prince. What's up,
What's
Prince?
happening?
How you doing, my friend?
What I'm doing good. What's going on, Anton?
Chilling, man. Trying to figure out how I can make $100 trillion, man, and not in Zimbabwe money either.
Yeah, soon as you figure that out, show me how to do that too. For sure.
It's coming straight to the bag chasers. I see you in your
yes,
office
sir.
over there.
Yeah. I'm at work right now, getting it in, getting that bag. Not
Yeah.
not bag fumbling. No bag fumbling Fridays.
You know what's so
You know how
funny,
we get
y'all?
it.
They not used to seeing people like y'all. They used to seeing the dustiest of the dusties come up on these panels. Come up on these panels. Talk about how we all need to come together and how we need to give them a handout.
We
They
being
not used to
oppressed.
seeing a bunch of dudes like y'all that's going to work in the morning, taking care of business. They said it ain't no more good black men out here.
That's what they say.
They said it ain't. They
That's what
said
they
we.
say.
But you know what I said? I said no. They just not. They not as visible as y'all think they are because they just looking at y'all laughing.
No, we not as visible because we at work. We getting that
That's
bag.
a
Mm,
fact. That's a fact.
mm,
I work
That's
12
what
hours
that's
a
what it
day,
is.
bro.
mm.
That's
I
right.
work 12 hours a day, bro.
They said, man, we ain't see you out last night. I said I was getting that bag.
Nah, they said, listen, they said it ain't no more of y'all out here. Ain't no good dudes. They not going to work. Y'all all locked up. Y'all in jail. All of that. Interesting.
Yep.
Yep. I wanted to touch on what you were talking about like removing yourself from essentially bad association or bad elements in your life.
Absolutely. Have at it, my
When
friend.
I was younger, um, I was afraid to even get in a car with certain people in the community.
Yes.
Or when I got a car, people like even my own family members, they say, "Give me a ride up to the liquor store." I look them right in the face and say, "Nope," and they like they
Hey, you
they
got,
like
hey,
why?
you
Why
better
would
not
you
have
do
that
that?
stuff on you.
I said, look, I don't even want people in the neighborhood to see you in my car because I
Mm-hmm.
don't want them to think I associate with you because you out here
Fact.
banging. I saw you on the street corner. You carrying that thing with you. You're
Yeah.
not about to get me. So I protected myself even from giving people rides, family, friends, people I grew up with. Just 2 blocks up the street, dog. Just give me a ride. I'm like, nope. If
Nope.
it's only 2 blocks, you can get that exercise in
Yep.
because
Yeah.
you can't.
You
We
you
not the
doing it
same.
perfect. I keep telling people they gotta learn to say no. Learn to
Yep,
walk away. Listen, you don't owe nobody nothing. And then they're gonna be like, well,
that's
you
a
think you're
fact.
too good. I am. I'm too good to ever put myself in a position to where I'm gonna mess up the thing that I worked for my entire life. Just
Yep,
by associating myself with the wrong crowd. I'm not doing that.
yep.
Once you get a certain amount of money, what you do for fun or recreation, it changes.
I
And
agree.
so they can't keep up. So, because there was a time where the funnest thing for me was to go to some little day party, you know what I'm saying, holler at some chicks, whatever. Now it's like, yo, let's go to Brazil or let's go da da da. And dudes I used to hang out with back when I was,
Can't
on some
they
other shit,
can't they can't make it.
they
They can't
can't do
make it.
that.
They can't even get a
They can't do
passport.
that.
They can't
Right,
get a
right. They
Dude,
can't do
passport.
it.
They
dude's
can't do it.
44
Yep.
years old, no passport. 38, no passport.
Nope. Nope.
Can't even go to Mexico. God
Let me
Haven't
let
damn.
me
been out
tell
of
you
the state.
something, bro. A lot of these people have never even been out of their city. It's a
That's
Exactly.
crazy.
lot of people that has never been out of their city. You will be surprised. I go to people's cities because I fly to, different places and I do my meetups and stuff like that in different places. I fly to these cities, right, every single month, every other week. And I'm like, yo, y'all got some dope stuff here. Cause I'm a tourist in my own city. Like I know my city like the back of my hand. You know what I'm saying? I went to school downtown Detroit. And it's people that live here, it's people that's in New York. They don't know nothing about their own city, bro. Nothing. They don't know where the spots are. I'll be like, yo, where y'all hanging out? I just be in the crib. Like, I don't know nothing about that. People they have not even been out of their neighborhoods, their cities, their states. Here in
That's
Detroit,
crazy.
the biggest thing when we was coming up was to go to Cedar Point. Cedar Point is 2 hours away in Ohio, in Sandusky,
Yeah,
Ohio.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Cedar
yeah, yeah.
Point was a spot. That's the furthest you went. You went to Ohio. You came back
Or the
home.
Bobolo. The Bobolo
Boblo
boat.
boat.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, Bobolo.
They didn't even go up north.
Damn.
People didn't even go up north. They don't know nothing about Traverse City. They don't know nothing about none of that. They don't even know that it's places in Michigan that you go to that you can't even drive a car there. You got to take a ferry and either you riding a bike or you riding a horse there.
It's a fact.
They have no clue on what Mackinac Island is. Never seen it. It's people. Listen, in Detroit, you can stand here and look right across the street to Windsor. It's less than a mile away, and it's people that have never been to Canada.
Crazy.
Never been to Canada, bro. And you can literally stand right here and look over there and say, "Oh yeah, that's Canada right there." You can read the signs on the building over there, and it's people that has never been to Canada, bro. That's insane to me. But I've already divested myself from the worst versions of us. I'm not playing that game no more. I'm over it. I'm done.
You got to.
You can't help but do it. With just being successful, it happens automatically. Actually, it's
Mm-hmm.
like my man said when he goes to Brazil, the people that's not best for him, they not gonna be able to make it. It's that simple. They can't go where you're going. So all you
No,
got
they
to
can't.
do is keep going in that direction, and eventually, it's like driving on the freeway when you take that one exit, and everybody else still stuck in that traffic jam,
Yep.
and you had to get up off the freeway. That's all you got to do. You just keep going in the direction that's best for you, and everybody else they just gonna be where they're at, stuck in that traffic jam.
You are 100% correct, my friend. Well, listen, fellas, I have to get ready for a 1 p.m. meeting. I love y'all. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming up and continuing to represent for the best versions of us. I
Yes,
appreciate you
sir.
guys. Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
you having me.
See you on the 17th.
Absolutely, my friend.
Yes, sir.
So, again, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. I have to get ready for this 1 p.m. meeting. I like having conversations with y'all. I like bringing y'all up on the panel. For some reason or another, I tend to attract the higher echelon, upper echelon, higher quality, good character people around me. I am what I attract. So shout out to Astro Sports. Shout out to Nicholas Virgil. Shout out to Black Heights Advancing Your Career. Astro Sports says, I have an interview with Indeed this afternoon for software engineering position. That will be my second job as I'm already a software engineer for Lowe's, making 170. Indeed position is between 150 and 200. He going to be doing both. Now, y'all don't want to talk. Shout out to Astro Sport, killing it out here. And you know what the best part about this is? Let me tell you what the best part about what we got going on here. Whoa, what did I just do? Hold on. I just messed up some stuff. Let me tell you the best thing about what we do here. This is the best thing about it. The best thing about it is here on the Millionaire Morning Show with Anton Daniels, you're celebrated for your accomplishments. We don't look at you like Kane and Belly and say, I'm going to get that name. We don't do that. We celebrate you. We celebrate the winners. We celebrate the bag chasers. We want you to continue to win. We want you to continue to run a checkup. We want you to continue to be successful. I love it. I can't wait till I run into somebody that come up on the platform. I'm trying to get one of my friends to do it. I can't wait till I can get somebody, maybe they can do it and they just won't be able to show their face. When I can get somebody on the platform to say, Anton, I make $5 million a year. So I can really, really celebrate them. I can't wait to get some of my bag chasers up to the point to where they're making $1 million a year. Look, some of y'all can't even imagine it. You like, that's just so far out of my wheelhouse. I don't even know how that's possible. We run a checkup over here. Listen, Patreon members, I got some more exclusive interviews coming for y'all. Make sure that y'all continue to tap in. Make sure that y'all continue to do the things that's the best for you. Second, you already missed the first best day to join the Patreon. The second best day, and thankfully you get the same benefits as the person that joined the first day of the month. The second best day for you to be able to align yourself with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in. We got a Patreon meetup coming up this month, middle of the month. It's going to be dope. Every single month I fly to a different city. I continue to pour into y'all. I'm giving y'all the exclusives first. That's not going to be available to the general public. I'm telling you, it only goes up and forward from here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna continue to hold y'all down and pour into y'all. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I need you to do me one more favor before we get up out of here. Make sure you tell your family and friends. We don't want to be rich by ourselves. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, and then turn on your notifications. If you need to get in touch with me personally, you want a Zoom call, coaching call, email me at antondaniels413 at gmail.com. antondaniels413 at gmail.com. Some of y'all need to book me so I can come to y'all church. Some of y'all need to book me so I can come over to your family's house, get all of your family members together, get your ducats up. I'm going to fly into your city and I'm going to pour into your family. Email me. I'm going to fly into your city. I'm going to make sure I pour into your family. Email me. We're going to get through it. I love y'all. See y'all at Flight Club tonight.